Concerning shoes here for blue collar prepping. A couple weeks ago, it was issued the water bottle bag challenge, and here's that wonderful bag. Hopefully, Aaron will post a link in the comments below. You know, it's like $9 through Amazon Prime. It's fairly well built. It's rubberized on the inside. It's heavy duty denier nylon. Lots of little webbing attachments. On the back, it's got a nice clip. Comes with this nice adjustable strap, and so it's great. So this is my design for this. It's going to be a bag that I can grab, just go for a hike in the woods, or if I just want to be a minimalist and spend a couple of days in the woods, this will provide everything that I need. So here we go. I already added a little attachment in the back, some chute cord to hang my my $5 hatchet from. So, but we'll get to it. Also, I use like these nice 1 quart size bottles. This one is particularly designed. You see, I have an awful lot of chute cord that's wrapped around essentially an indentation of the can, and it came with this polymer cover to hold it on there quite nicely. Fortunately, this is broken. This will be getting replaced today. Going through that. And everything I have here on the table, with a couple of exceptions, will fit in this bottle to make it really, really nice. But let's see if we can go without doing that and see how far we can get. All right, the first thing is I got my blowout kit, plus I got some tape on the cover of it. So in case I need to make a chest seal, I can go right in there. Fits in there quite nicely. A little bit of Band-Aids, Benadryl, ibuprofen, things like that. That can go right in the front. So now, those are the 2 things that I have here that will not fit in this bottle. Okay? So what else do I have? I have a nice little compass on a piece of chute cord that I can attach wherever. In this case, we're just gonna attach it there real quick. We're good to go. Try not to forget about it later. Or better yet, there you go. So, let's get started. I'm actually not going to put the emergency poncho, and I have this Survive Outdoors Longer. It's actually a poncho that's orange on the outside, and it's aluminized on the inside. It's a little heavier duty. It's like twice the thickness of a regular space blanket, emergency space blanket. I have one that I've used in the past, as well as I've done a report on it. I'm a big fan of it. Matter of fact, I just recently found one and upgraded my EDC. So we're just going to slide them in the bottom. So, this is from my EDC kit. I've replaced it with something else. Lighter with duct tape on it, tissue paper, chute cord on, nice little handy little bag because I can't use it if it gets wet. I'm just going to throw that in the bottom of it too. Handy wipes, you know, instant shower. You know, you're out in the woods, they're antibacterial wipes. They're great. Unfortunately, they're not flammable. You can't necessarily burn them. Well, I suppose you could if you got your fire hot enough, so we can talk about it from there, but you know, bury them, what have you, but it's a nice handy thing to have. We're gonna stick that in there too. Sharpie. Handkerchief. Talked about in the past where this can make a nice makeshift tourniquet. And so we use that. You can leave notes and directions for that. In addition to that, if you're in the water, near the water, you can just bring this over the top of that and you can filter out the sediment. And then you could use these wonderful germicidal water purification tablets. It's not as fancy or as nice. It's just like a Sawyer mini filter or a life straw, but you know what? It's super handy. So is that. I got cotton balls in here, just regular old cotton balls in this container. Super flammable. I don't need anything fancy or crazy. Hand sanitizer. Again, it's the same thing as the germicidal wipes, but this, on the other hand, is flammable. So between this and a cotton ball or whatever kind of tinder that you might find, it's a very handy thing to have. Storm matches, survival matches. Even though I already have a lighter, sometimes that stuff gets wet. It's always nice to have a backup, especially if you're going out in the woods. Headlamp. You know, I got a billion of these somewhere around here, And actually this one's out of my EDC because it's smaller. It fits right at the bottom. There's these nice little mollies in here for the Sharpie. Well, that's not cooperating very well. So I guess we're gonna have to go back to the original plan. Oh, Butterfingers today. And if you really wanted to be just compact, now I wouldn't necessarily do this for carrying it out in the woods because you might fall and injure yourself. But as for quick storage in the back, or on a rack, or on a hook by the door, it's not too shabby. And as you can tell probably by looking at it, it really needs to be sharpened. So it's not much of a threat to you right now. Nah, with the hatchet that might be 6 pounds. I don't know, I don't have a scale, I don't believe in such foolishness, so I can't tell you, so we're gonna have to guess that's about how much that weighs. So there you have it, my battle bag. You know, like I said, I'm gonna take that challenge seriously. And quite frankly, honestly, it's actually a nice bag for the amount of money you paid for it. I think you paid on Amazon Prime, so it was $10, $9. It's actually awesome. And all that other stuff is just stuff I had laying about. Now, obviously, I'm going to replace that bottle. I'm going to do it today. There's a couple other things I'm going to do to it, or in this kit. One is that I'm actually going to go and get some duct tape, and while I remove that parachute cord from this bottle and hopefully find another bottle with that nice little indentation on it for all that cord, I'm going to put that on there. But I'm also going to wrap an awful lot of duct tape around the bottom of it, so you never have enough duct tape. The other thing that I've considered about, and Her Highness and I have discussed about this, between a Sawyer mini filter and a Life straw, I'm coming around to it. I have a couple Sawyer mini filters, and I probably will get another one just for this kit. This is going to be for my kids want to go out hiking with their friends, or they can't take the hatch with them. It's a school outing, or maybe I just feel like walking around for the day. That's cool. But here for my EDC, I have my Sawyer mini filter, and I just have the straw. And there are some advantages to this. This and the Life straw pretty much do exactly the same thing as when it comes to filtering the water. And the straw in this is dubious at best of its ability for longevity. But I do like the fact that you can attach it to a bottle of water, which in an urban situation, survival situation, they will be everywhere. So I'll probably get another one of those and stick it in here, probably somehow figure it in here, or just stick it inside the bottle itself. But I already have the germicidal tablets and I got a handkerchief, so that's not necessary. I don't feel like I'm underprepared. Especially the idea of this for me is I'm going to have this in the woods, and I'm just going to go out in the woods with it. Matter of fact, I might even make another one just to replace what I got in the car, or for the upcoming Neighborhood 500 rally. The other thing that this doesn't have, and my EDC doesn't have, and a lot of my stuff doesn't have, is I don't have a tourniquet. And I have been just waiting to bite the bullet on it. They're not inexpensive. I mean, yeah, how much is your life worth? But if you've ever had stop the bleed training or any training whatsoever, or very little training, you will realize just how valuable a handkerchief and a Sharpie will do. And it's like, but in this case, when you're out in the wilderness, you might hurt yourself, or in, you know, my everyday carry bag to and fro work, you might have to put it on yourself. You might have to put it on somebody else. So you might have a spare, you know, for the 30 some odd dollars that you can get one for. And I'll be checking that out on Amazon Prime. You get a cat or a softie. It's well worth the investment, and I'll buy several and crap. So there you go. So what do you think? Did I win? I think I won. So anyway, this is the Discerning Shootist. Be good, be safe, and if you can't be safe, keep good and dangerous.